Hi everyone, this is Dan, and this is me unboxing Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb #1. You can see, looks like it was packaged very well by Muro Kumo Comics in a Gemini mailer, the standard for comic book shipping. And this is the original Premiere Edition, and then this package also contains the Standard Edition as well. They're the same comic, but the Premiere Edition is printed on heavier paper, and the Standard Edition is printed in newsprint. So here I go. Interesting thing about the Premiere Edition, it is heavy. It's a really heavy book for a comic book. It's kind of nice because it feels very solid, but at the same time, the paper quality is so good, you almost don't want to read it. But anyway, both of them were signed by Keung Lee. Really awesome job, both the production quality and the shipping. Here I'm going to open up the Standard Edition. Also very nice. Here, so the newsprint is really interesting. Yeah, I always got to smell the newsprint. The newsprint that Keung Lee is that he used is very interesting. It's kind of lightweight, but it makes the book very easy to handle and very enjoyable to read. Really like the weight of the paper that he did. He may have to adjust his ink coverage because some of the pages do kind of leak through, but it's not too bad. Here are the trading cards. These are actually pretty cool. I'm not a trading card fan, but I thought these were really cool. And the art's really nice. I think, except for the first one. The first one I think is a Matt Weldon piece. But I think most of these are from Keung Lee, the artwork. I forget what the other two ones. I think two of them are a couple other artists. I can't remember. But they're cool. Nice production quality on it. Not a card guy, but if you are a card guy, I should say, this is a really good package to add to it. The last piece that's in here that I want to talk about is this holographic card. And this kind of gives me some nostalgia, I guess. Again, I'm not a card guy, but holographic cards are kind of, you get that 90s feel, that's for certain, with those holographic cards. Anyway, so I'll get to talking about Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. It's essentially a Comicsgate manga. Keung Lee is a part of Comicsgate. He's not really super loud about it, but he's there. And Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb, as is advertised, is a superhero story with unapologetic sex appeal, as he calls it, and it's definitely that. And there is no doubt about it the moment you start reading it that this is a manga. Maybe not necessarily made in Japan, but all of the tropes and the storytelling techniques are manga. So the main character is Saya, and she's just your regular little girl in Japan. I believe she's half Japanese and half Russian. And when you first meet her, she's just working in a ramen shop and living sort of the teenage or young lady life. And she goes off to celebrate her birthday with her uncle, and they get kind of caught up in some sort of high action intrigue that kind of reminds you of 80s comics, or I should say 80s manga. So very interesting. Eventually what ends up happening is she gets transformed into, I guess, I don't know if he eventually is going to refer to her as the Battle Maiden, but she gets transformed into a superhero. And it's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. The art is really good. It's definitely a manga style, but it's more of a slightly higher detailed style. I kind of like, there's a little bit of a reminder of, like, say, the artist from, One Punch Man. But yeah, no, I dig this manga a lot, manga comic book. Anyway, let's get to the art right here. Here I did pencils first, and then inks. This is based on the Standard Edition cover. It's set with a modification. I decided to make it a little racy here, and also practice kind of adding my own spin on it with some of the stuff. I did a little more rendering on the muscles. Some of this is sort of inspired by John Byrne's art style, and ended up pretty well. I'm kind of happy with it. I think there's some areas definitely for improvement, but I enjoyed it, and doing art for this is always fun. I love the manga style to a degree. Anyhow, that's the review. Let me know what you think. It's a recommend, no doubt about it. I'll leave a link for those interested in the second one that just got released on Indiegogo, for those interested in backing it. And if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you next time.